just recently beat him the other day.
Yeah, and Horse has been around the community for quite a while, so hoping for a very exciting match. But at any rate, we've gotten started, and Horse picks the male character.
All right, I like it. Let's go with the memes. Now, why that's significant is, as I discovered recently, is the boy sprite actually has some bad compression with the backpack or something or the other. So every time he pauses the game, he loses a frame or two. It's not much, but it adds up with all the pausing.
And we're going to be seeing our starters. We've got a Skiploom, a Mamgar,
And a Moltres.
yeah, and a Fire Chicken.
All right, I would go with the land-based fire chicken or fire duck.
Yeah.
But nope, they go with the Moltres.
I also might take the Magmar. It's not a bad choice. But Azumarill
But,
is a bit of a bulky water type, kind of annoying to kill.
Fair enough.
At any rate,
Or,
both of them
Horse
are
names his Moltres Gamer.
fast enough, and yeah, and Horse going with the memes. We get the nicknames. Backers promised us that if he finds a Flareon or a Dunsparce, he's gonna name it after us. So we're hopeful.
Yep, Horse showing off that TM. It actually is Sketch. So that could be any move on any Pokemon they want at some point.
Sketch, Spark, Tri-Attack? I guess it's sort of a moveset. Moltres isn't particularly one of those Pokemon you wanna rely on due to its quad weakness. It's not a very defensive Pokemon. Bakra makes it to Cherry Grove, opting not to check into the Poke Center. That's a risky play. I personally would never
They're
do
both
that.
tracked. Yeah, no, you just need to enter it and exit. Like it's, but I mean, he's confident that there's gonna be. He's not really doing any fights.
Well, that Master Ball is on the ground is certainly going to help quite a bit.
Oh, without a doubt. That's with Sketch, one free move of anything pretty much if he finds it, as well as Master Ball, any free poke they find. A lot of good items early on, I see.
We saw a few interesting poke on 29. Poliwrath isn't the worst, if you're
No.
desperate.
Bicycle early.
Bicycle, though, definitely one of those items, it is guaranteed to be early, but the earlier you get it, it's not necessarily the better, since your opponent's going to get it, but it's gonna make you feel a bit better inside. And Bakra opting to teach Sketch immediately. I actually don't approve of this.
I'd have to agree with you there. Like that's
I would
I don't-
definitely check to see a few more pokes. Maybe find a nice, like, Kingdra, Tentacruel, solid water type.
yeah, it's a big commitment. And Moltres, I'm not a big fan of it being super allergic to rocks.
Yeah, and also it's just weak to... I suppose the only other weak to water and electric, which aren't overly common, but still, it's not very defensive. Definitely a gamble, but it could pay off.
Yep. Yeah. The timer is gonna be 2 minutes off. I definitely did miss hitting that.
Oh, yeah. Our
But-
apologies.
Our apologies. Hashtag roll the mole.
Well, Bakra's taking the time to catch a Shuckle.
I imagine he's gonna name it Schnizzle?
Unfortunately, no nickname. We do have that timer problem sorted out, though. Thanks for bearing with us. And it looks like Horse hasn't found anything better than the Moltres yet, but he hasn't taught Sketch yet, I believe, so he's still able to switch to maybe if he finds something good on 31.
Did I see that right? Did he use the Master Ball on a Shuckle?
I do believe you did see that right. Backra's
All
going
right.
all in on the memes.
Yeah, I see that. Huh.
Selling quite a few things in order to get that escape rope. And he's just gonna be rushing the gym.
Baccarat is doing a lot of bold plays. I'm not sure I agree with it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, he's definitely putting all his eggs in one basket, but it might pay off. Horse also finding the Shuckle, not gracing us with a catch on his side though.
Not using the Master Ball. Fair enough.
Now, if I recall my legendary level up curves, that's a Jolteon.
That is a Jolteon.
Definitely worth running away from. Shoutouts to Roar. Well, it looks like Horse might be stuck with the gamer. But that paralyzed Cure Berry coming in clutch, as is the Shuckle.
Master Ball worth it?
Yeah, I mean, Shuckle's not honestly the worst Pokemon you could catch. It's got the defense if you need something.
Hey, there's the
take a
Magmar.
hit. Yeah, and slash Magmar, that's not bad.
Yeah. Getting both
Unfortunately,
Firebird.
Backra's getting a bit crushed by the Zap Cannon, but he did sketch the Ice Punch.
Okay, that's a... At this point, you kind of just roll with the Moltres, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, you gave it Ice Punch, it's got a solid Ice Lightning, Ice Electric.
Yeah, it's got baby's first Bolt Beam.
Yep.
Horse not satisfied with the Moltres, going for a Hitmonlee instead.
There's Poison Cat, that's not a good sign. Not a good first move.
Yeah, I would definitely look for other things, but I don't think I would spend too long going out of my way. As we see, Icy Wind, Fire Blast Hitmonlee. And just a reminder for our viewers, the Sketch TM was actually held by the starter Moltres. So Horse does still have a Sketch TM, and he's actually going to 36. I love this play.
Yep, about 7 other possible encounters. Maybe find a Mewtwo.
If you ask me, there's always something good on 36.
If something would show up.
Like Moltres.
Let's go Spider-Man memes. Quick, catch it. Maybe I'll have Sketch.
Double Sketch? That would be a meme of the century.
I mean, Drill Peck is in the gym, as ERC kindly brought up.
Oh, but Backward getting that clutch freeze off of Ice Punch to save him from that Hydro Pump that would have KO'd.
Baccarat is memeing hard and gets
It's
gets first blood with the getting the Marsh badge.
Yeah, sub 10 Falconer is pretty tight.
Pretty solid.
Looks like a Horse has also given up on finding another main. I don't disagree with that. He's looked for a while, hasn't found it, and the Moltres is already high enough leveled. So hopefully he'll also be able to sketch Drill Peck or Ice Punch.
All right. Well, he's taught it. Bakura just grabbing his egg.
Now, Horse is a little bit higher leveled at the start of this gym, so he should have a slightly easier time two-shotting the Haunter.
Crit mattered. The Rock Slide TM.
Oh,
Okay,
that's big.
that's some nice coverage there.
I believe that was that must have been on the Hitmonlee.
The Rock Slide?
Yeah.
No, Bakura taught that. Isn't that the gym badge? I mean, the gym TM?
Oh wait, sorry, I thought Horse taught that. My mistake. Yeah, that Rock Slide was the gym TM. My bad. But yeah, that's gonna be great for both our runners. Horse, not seeing the Ice Punch and not sketching that, but he might be able to sketch this Drill Peck.
I'd say that the Drill Peck is the better play. Ooh, there's the Drill Peck.
Unfortunately, he's paralyzed, so he's not going to outspeed, so Voltorb could troll him.
Possibly.
He goes for it, and he gets fully paralyzed. But
oh no, feels bad.
Okay, it looks like it's Voltorb's only damaging move, so...
Well, we have a Drill Peck Moltres on the Horse side, and Bakura got Ice Punch. So we got a divergence already.
Horse getting a freeze of his own with Tri-Attack. I'm very interested to see how that difference in sketch pays off.
Damn, Drill Peck is amazing. So I'm gonna give the advantage to Horse for that one. Ooh, Bakura facing off against Lugia. That's actually, he's got Ice Punch and Rock Slide for that. That's not a big deal at all.
I might actually have to agree. Ice Punch hits the grasses and the flying, but you've got Drill Peck for the grasses. Eventually you'll get Surf for the grounds. And then what are you gonna hit? Dragons?
Well, yeah, I mean...
So I think Drill Peck's coverage is actually better than Ice Punch's because we have Spark.
Alright, that is a Falconer done for Horse.
Case in point, this trainer, elderly having double Heracross.
Double Heracross, that's 2 Drill Pecks for victory.
This Electrode being more of a nuisance than a threat, but Bakura's gonna get through that, gonna get Psychic at level 13.
This Moltres is the play. I don't... Okay, last race we had a Celebi be amazing, and you never run Celebi, and now you've got Moltres being just godly. I'm enjoying this.
So those rock ground types are no longer going to be a problem. At this point, the moveset's gonna be so good, it's gonna be like, what do you teach Surf over? If I were Bakura, I would definitely teach Surf over Ice. It's hard to say.
I forgot to mark that down, but that was HM6 Whirlpool. Not a key item you really need. If they wanted to do the Lugia check later on, it can be useful there, but beyond that, it's really not a useful HM.
So Wingage, do you want to elaborate on why Celebi can be dangerous to run sometimes?
Alright, so Celebi, it's a good Pokemon. It's got 100 in every stat, just like Mew. It's, however, being both Grass and Psychic means it's 4 times weak to Bug. That anything with Megahorn, and you die. You almost guaranteed die. Last race we saw Venonat just a stage 1 Pokemon almost one-shot a Celebi with 1 Mega Horn.
Moltres does suffer a similar problem being quad weak to rocks, but rocks are significantly weaker. Of course,
Yeah.
Moltres is significantly less bulky, so...
True enough. So Bakura electing to skip the TM in Union Cave, going for a full-on Blitz mode.
Personally, I don't blame him. The moveset is good enough, you don't need anything more.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
Now, we did see a cut from the Route 32 fisherman. Horse almost up the tower, finds a Nidoking, a bit late for a main switch now, though. And I'm looking at this Moltres' moveset, and I'm trying to think of when we find Surf, what do we teach over?
That'd be a tough question, because... Okay, for Bakura's side, I'd almost say you teach over the Ice Punch. Because he's got rocks for grass.
And most grasses are also poisoned, and you've got Psychic for that. Case in point, Gloom.
Exactly.
So yeah, I would agree. And you've got Spark for the flying types. For Horse, he doesn't have Ice Punch. It's a harder choice. His ultimate moveset is going to be Spark, Drill Peck, Rock Slide, Psychic.
I'd say it depends if you want to... It depends if you want to go like a full physical or full special set. So I'd almost argue Horse would wait for... Even then, that doesn't make sense. I'm not sure what Horse does here. I guess that's for him to decide.
Well, let's talk about Rock's covered. Rock is good against Bug, which we've got Drill Peck for. Flying, which we'd have Spark for. It's got less accuracy than Spark. It's good against
Fire
Ice,
is covered by Surf. Yeah, no, I think you get rid of Rock Slide.
Yeah, agreed. I believe Moltres is more specially offensive. So you would definitely want a more special moveset. And Spark also has the benefit of course, not missing.
A lot of legendaries in this game, as we see Entei on the 14.
Of course, this is assuming that Surf is any time within the next hour.
Alright, HM1 for Horse. As Bakura is starting Bugsy.
We'll see if Horse decides to check the TM. But Horse does pick up a sharp beak to power up his Drill Peck, and he is going to be picking up that TM.
Horse being extra careful not to fight that Maniac. He picks up the...
Well, unfortunately, the TM is not on the card this time.
Unfortunate. Giving Moltres... Egg Bomb is... Moltres could lay some eggs. Not a useful TM. It is a chicken.
Unfortunately, yeah, and one on fire at that. Unfortunately, I don't think it was actually the right call to go do that. The moveset's just so good. I mean, granted, he has no idea that he's behind, but he did take a bit to find another main.
I mean, this is true. With that extra time taken to attempt to find a new main, he is a little bit behind there. But only by a couple minutes.
I mean, minutes matter most in Rando.
It really does. Bit of a mod. in chat. Anyways.
Well, Bakra pretty effortlessly taking out Bugsy's gym, getting the Rainbow Badge, and TM for Thunderbolt.
Oh my... Okay, how many amazing moves can they get before Whitney? That's just an upgrade to Spark. That's just straight up an upgrade.
Yeah, no reason to ever teach over that anymore. Thunderbolt's a permanent addition to the moveset. Which further emphasizes, I would definitely agree, get rid of Ice Punch, get rid of Rock Slide. Thunderbolt is much better coverage. Because, I mean, you almost always want to teach Surf and Rando.
It's decently powerful, 100% accurate, a sizable
just,
15 PP. Like, it's a great move.
And its coverage is just so invaluable. It's pretty hard to get good coverage. Like, against rock ground types. Like, electric isn't gonna hit it. Psychic's okay, that's neutral, but it's gonna be a 2-shot at best. Rocks aren't gonna hit it. Ice, okay, you can hit it with ice, but you aren't going to be hitting fire types with ice. Whereas water with surf just hits so much. Yeah, rock flying is also pretty good coverage, but Moltres is a special Pokemon, so unless I'm just completely wrong on that.
How about I figure that out now? I don't think you're wrong with that. Yeah, no, it's 125 special. It has a respectable 100 attack.
Yeah, but I mean, 125 special attack? I would personally just load up on those specials with Thunderbolt, Surf, Psychic, load up on X specials. Because, I mean, for sweeping, it's just so much better to have a primary attacking type. You can just sweep and, well, speaking of Surf...
Well then, okay, so... we have an amazing moveset.
And Bakra choosing to get rid of Rock Slide for Surf.
I mean, like we were talking about, it is a special poke. I don't agree with it. He can deal with dragons easily, so Dragonite's not an issue, but...
Yeah, but I mean, I also don't agree. Ice Punch is basically redundant at this point, and now you have nothing for Blissey.
Yeah, no, if we see a Blissey wall, this is the moment that... this is the game-changing moment right there, that decision.
Yeah, there's the, I guess it's the whole fable of Bolt Beam is perfect coverage, but... the thing is, it's perfect neutral coverage. And we want as much super effective coverage. And so...
Yep.
Yeah, it's good if you only have 2 moves. But when you factor in all your other moves, it's pretty often that Bolt Beam is not actually optimal when you have Surf.
So Bakra, doing his key item checks in Goldenrod, gets the pass. So we could have Kanto access being our progression.
If we have to teach get rid of this amazing main, because I mean it could be required that we have to defeat. Never mind.
Never mind. I was kind of
I was getting hyped for like defeat a Kanto gym leader, like defeat Janine to get like Fog Badge or Hive Badge, but no.
Yeah, I was getting hyped for finding whatever you can on Cycling Road. And like I did that at one of my races. Ran a Dunsparce and that was a struggle. Okay. Bakra getting his 3rd key item right away in the basement.
course, getting his Thunderbolt and Rainbow Badge off of Bugsy. So here's an idea I just thought of. So suppose they did have to go to Kanto. Suppose they found a level 30 or so, or 33 or whatever. Were able to beat Janine. And
Why? Are you kidding? Sorry, I'm a little early.
And yeah, that's Fly. Wow. I wouldn't teach that to the Moltres, though.
No.
It might be stab, but it's 2-turn, and can miss. And Horse has Drill Peck. But it's always nice to have.
It is always nice. Sorry for cutting you off there. I was just
It's fine.
bewildered by 3 amazing HMs so early. But you were saying.
Yes. So I was thinking, suppose we got, like, not a good main, but a main that's good enough to get through Janine. And we got, say, like, something that allowed us to go back to Kanto. Some sort of combination of things that got us the Squirt Bottle, or rather, Johto access.
Okay, so hypothetical plain badge off Janine. Got it.
Yeah, plain badge, and then Squirt Bottle Vanilla. Hypothetically, would you keep running the Moltres, which is amazing moveset, or would you keep running the passable level 33?
Depends on the passable 33. This Moltres is already on at least Bakura's side, 19, almost 20. So it is a little bit behind in levels, but that moveset, and it's got decent stats already, that I'd stick with the Moltres personally.
I would also agree with that, Wingage. Lord Bakra getting the Thunder Badge.
The Thunder Badge.
And another great TM, Jump Kick.
Okay, what is this game?
At this point, I mean, there's no reason to teach Jump Kick. It doesn't add anything to your coverage aside from normals.
It doesn't, but this goes back to your previous suggestion. If they had to deal with Janine, getting that 33, they have enough TMs that if they need a main switch, they can reasonably main switch.
Yeah, potentially. Surf, Jump Kick, and if one of them happened to keep another TM. Like if you're desperate enough, even Egg Bomb on Horse's side will do. It's base 100 power. Like, you could teach it to an Ursaring or a Snorlax.
Ursaring, Snorlax, like vanilla level 50 Snorlax. Alright, Bakra here is, what he's doing is setting up a Death Warp. He's going to be checking the Super Rod item.
Now, last time I saw Bakra do this, it didn't quite go so well, so hopefully he saves beforehand.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
I do find it interesting that he's opting for the slightly, potentially risky dip into Kanto. There's only one key item he can check here, but he can do a bit of optimal shopping.
I mean, without Storm Badge, I do like this play, as it'll give you the Lavender Fly Point, if he does find Storm Badge, as well as it will give you the peace of mind. It's getting that out of the way.
And it's the SS ticket. I would honestly reset that away if I were Bakra and if I had saved. I mean, we've got Pass, we've got other things. Bakra, I think he realizes he didn't save, so he's going to have to Death Warp off this Parasect. Hopefully it has damaging moves.
I'm pretty sure, did he not use the PC move feature? Because I believe that automatically saves the game for you there.
You're right, it does.
So, alright, well, quick Death Warp, not a big deal, and it's not a terrible item to have.
Now this is interesting. Bakra's using the SS ticket, going to be getting into Olivine a little earlier.
Okay. It's 2 quick checks. I don't hate this play.
It could be double-edged if say we get secret potion in Ekritique or worse, Mahogany, and you have to go back to Olivine to climb the tower to fight Jasmine.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a route divergence, which I have a feeling Horse is probably unlikely to do.
Baccarat taking the immediate right, dodging that burglar, who's got amazing vision. So, I actually like this play, because it ignores the movement of doing the bug catching. And he didn't even have to see the Sudowoodo. So I actually agree with Bakura's choice here.
It's not entirely unoptimal. However, if Storm Badge is locked, it could be he might have to do Sudowoodo anyway.
Potentially. Either way, it's
It depends on where the key items are and how much backtracking the back row will have to do.
yeah.
If Horse can get away with not checking that item at all, or checking it much, much later when it's a bit more optimal, then Horse can make up some time.
Yeah. Horse starting Whitney.
Well, Baccarat gets a Super Rod.
Okay, that's an arguable main switch. Even with an amazing moveset like that, like, I don't imagine Baccarat's gonna do it. But oh, there's HM7.
I'm tempted to take at least a look.
Take a peek. Give into that temptation.
Yeah, because you never know if you're gonna need to fight a Kanto gym.
Yeah, like... Yes. This is where that scenario comes in. It's like, you're given the option. Here's a level 40. Guaranteed 40.
Yeah, but the Moltres is exceptionally good. But the level 40 could effortlessly one-shot everything. Moltres...
Level 40 Machamp with Jump Kick. Because we have that TM.
Well, Horse beats Whitney, gets the Thunder Badge, and Horse is doing the more standard route, going north to the Pseudo.
Yep.
And still losing the race to Baccarat to Olivine, or sorry, Ekritique, which just shows how much of a lead Baccarat had.
Yeah, no, Baccarat is doing a strong showing in this race today.
Yeah, he's playing exceptionally well. Part of me heavily wonders if Horse just took a little bit too long to look for a main.
Potentially. I think this Moltres just proved to be that effective.
It was also very, very fortunate that it got such good moves. Horse catching the Tauros and...
As a rain dance tackle, it's pretty
all it tells me is that Horse is not satisfied with his Moltres. At this point, I think you just have to be satisfied with it. You just have to hope for the best and buy revives.
I don't know if it's that he's not satisfied with it. I think he is under the assumption that Baccarat, like, Horse has now seen this amazing moveset on Moltres, and I imagine in Horse's mind he's thinking, what if Baccarat stayed with it? Which he did, and then he knows that's how far behind he is. And if he doesn't change paths, horse might just be stuck mimicking Bakur's movement.
Yeah. It would, I mean, it's still definitely not impossible for Bakura to get, just kind of, I mean, Blissey, he's Blissey Balled, so. But it definitely, Bakura has an edge.
For sure. Although I do... We'll have to wait and see. From the games I've played with Horse compared to Bakura, I think Horse has a slight advantage on movement. But that's... only time will tell.
Now, I do think if Horse goes left immediately and gets the Super Rod, he will almost certainly go fishing for at least one slot.
And I will point out, Horse, unlike Bakura, still has a Master Ball he can use.
Yeah, and he has the Egg Bomb TM, so he's in a slightly better place to teach TMs.
Alright, that's a Mystery Egg, so Equity Key items are so far pretty useless. And that's some breakfast for Horse.
Well, we have Rival 3 and Horse going to be following up very soon. And you know, just like this, they're almost tied.
They're almost tied, but Bakura does have those extra checks done, so...
I mean, the 2 extra checks in Olivine are effectively meaningless. It's like 20 seconds to check both of them. And he might have to go there anyway if we get super or secret potions, so it's not that much that Bakura has. I think the only thing that Bakura has over Horse is the Super Rod location in Kanto, which is going to be troublesome.
That is an ancient power on Scissor that both of our racers running the Moltres, they're allergic to. They're allergic to rocks. And this is where...
This is why Horse wanted to get off of the gamer.
Horse does have the option of using Tauros if it... No, it doesn't have any moves yet.
Yeah, and it's Jump Kick, Ike Bomb. That's not really going to do much to Scizor. Now, Bakura has the option of going fishing.
He sold the Jump Kick TM. I would have held on to it just in case.
Oh, I definitely would have held on to the Jump Kick TM. Now, Horse, having a revive, was able to get through that, so just like that, Horse has a lead.
Horse has a lead, progress-wise, yes.
I would say he's got a bit of a lead in terms of the race also, because it's of my opinion that checking the Super Rod item is effectively meaningless, because, I mean, it wasn't important, and you can check it so much easier and efficiently after the Machine Parts quest.
I'm not arguing you with that one. I would have to... But, I would say... Just in the race itself, he's got that extra couple checks that he might lose that time later on. Like, he doesn't have the same info. But progress-wise, yes, Horse has taken the lead overall. That was a costly wipe.
Speaking of Venonats, fortunately it's Bubble Beam and not Rock Slide.
Yep. Alright, now the dreaded Scissor, take 2.
On Backer was able to crit his way to victory.
Crit mattered. Crit could have mattered.
Yeah, this is just emphasizing, I'm not sure where Horse picked up the revive. I think he might have bought it, but this shows definitely why when you're running not a defensive Pokemon, buying revives, especially when it's quad weak, is so invaluable. Especially in a longer race like this. The longer the race, the more likely you are that you're going to use it.
Yeah, just having that safety cushion at any point in the race. Yeah, it's highly recommended. Alright, Horse, already 2 fights into this gym. So, yeah, Bakra, he is 100% committed to this Moltres at this point. He's used his Master Ball on the Shuckle. He's sold every TM. Like, there's no diverging off of this thing for him at this point, I don't think. We'll see how that pays off. Now my biggest fear would be if Red starts Scizor with Ancient Power.
What about Blissey with Ancient Power?
Well,
and it gets the boost.
Just constant boosting Blissey.
Yeah, it's got Serene Grace, right? That's how that works.
Yep, no, checks out. Yes, I'm aware here. See, yeah, Blissey has a base 5 attack, but boosted 6 times, and it's still pretty bad. It's 20 attack.
Hey, if I was gonna go somewhere, but I already forgot.
Fair enough.
Venonat. If I was gonna say, if Venonat can be a problem with Megahorn, then. But I digress. We've got a Ho-Oh.
Okay, we have seen Entei, Ho-Oh, Moltres, Lugia. We have seen so many legendary Pokemon this race.
We still haven't seen Flareon, unfortunately.
That's a Fog Badge. That's vanilla Fog Badge. That is Surf Access for Horse. Now with this, I
mean, the classic optimal in the key item Rando is to go right first, which Horse is immediately doing.
Yeah. Without Secret Potion, this is the right play. It's unfortunate because he's going to miss out on Super Rod, which I know he wants to switch off of. He wants to switch off this Moltres. His defeat 2 Electrodes on the card.
Moltres with even more good moves, learning Crunch at level 25.
Where was this Moltres when I was running races?
Unfortunately, we've got Psychic. Crunch... I mean, it's tempting, but I don't think it's not optimal.
No, it really isn't. It's an amazing move, but I think the only thing that it'd be really effective against is Mischievous. Because you have Psychic against the other ghosts, and
I mean, some pure Psychics like Hypno and Drowsy can be pretty annoying, but we've got just so much better coverage, and Psychic is... I mean, I would say Psychic is important for the grasses, but Bakra still has Ice Punch, so... Yeah, the only thing this Moltres is missing is Flamethrower.
just you wait, that's the next move.
Yeah, level 37. Horse, finding another revive. It's pretty nice item to pick up.
Yeah, you're right there. What, might as well.
Now, I missed the item that was on the shiny.
Yes, I was focused on hitting Fog Badge for Bakra. I mean, we'll find out shortly.
Yeah, Bakra following in Horse's footsteps as Horse starts the underground Mahogany Rockets. In fact, I didn't even see what the shiny was. Shiny Nidoran.
So pink, I love it.
I feel like it got left in a paint factory.
Lost item. Okay, that's a free check when they're next in Saffron.
Yeah, that actually makes Bakra's early Kanto play slightly less efficient. Just in case he might have to, like, make a separate trip to Kanto just to turn in Lost Item for Secret Potion, say? It's possible.
Hey, there's the Mischievous I was talking about.
And speaking of legendary fire types, we actually saw Arcanine earlier in the rocket section.
At the legendary Pokemon.
The one true legendary.
No, the one true legendary is Dunsparce.
Disagree.
Alright. Agree to disagree. I'm fine with that.
Honestly, I think at this point we've seen almost every fire type.
Yeah, we've seen Charizard, Arcanine,
Or at least
all the legendary fires. We've seen all the main fire.
Yeah, we haven't seen what? Ninetales, Rapidash, and Flareon.
Yeah, we could see Typhlosion yet.
Not true.
There's a couple, but we've almost seen every fire family so far.
We've seen all the flying fires.
Can confirm. You've seen Magmar. We caught Magmar.
You've seen Magmar in the wild twice. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. This ROM could be going places real bad. Turning into a fire.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a dumpster fire real quick. I can feel it.
Unfortunately, Trubbish is not in this gen. At any rate, we are almost through. Okay, well, halfway through the rocket section.
Yep. Quick little training arc for Moltres.
It's making that level 30, level 40 Super Rod a lot less likely on Horse's end if he goes that way.
Yeah. I'd be inclined to agree with you there.
So let's talk about potential progression. What
Alright.
do our runners currently have open to them?
They have well, Horse has a lot. He hasn't touched Olivine, as well as he's got the lost item. So I would you got Surfing to do a vanilla pharmacy, which it always feels bad. So hopefully they get secret potion here. As well as plain badge could be off a price right here, and you can deal with that as you do. You can go back to Goldenrod to do that and lost item check.
Yeah, based on the current progression, there are 3 key items in logic, and that would be lost item turn-in, Lance here at the Underground Rockets, and Vanilla Pharmacy. And what currently do we need next? Probably Hive Badge or Machine Parts. Or I suppose Flash plus Zephyr and Machine Parts is valid, and Hive Badge could be, like, behind Misty. Or something cool.
I mean, they already have Cut, so I'm going to just say ignore Flash but if they get Hive Badge, then that's then they have machine part quests open.
7 badges is also actually a... Yeah, with Surfs you can get 7 badges. Because we have access to Surge now.
I missed that on Horse's screen, but yeah, Suicune on Bracker's screen right now, so that's yet another legend. This is a legendary ROM.
Articuno on Horse's side.
Oh my gosh. Oh dang.
So we're still missing strength, we're still missing card key. Are those the only two key items we're missing?
Strength, card key, secret potion.
And yeah, secret potion and machine part. So we're missing quite a few key items still.
Yep.
But I feel like
There's
most
plenty
of
of
it
game
is,
left to be played.
I feel like most of it is actually badges that we're looking for still.
However, my biggest fear, if Lance gives you basement key, that could spell trouble. Our runners do not want to see basement key before they see card key.
Yeah. The worst thing is when you get card key, but... Or, yeah. The worst thing is when, like, basement key is in, like, ice pad.
When vanilla basement is required.
Or that. I was gonna say something, but... Yeah, vanilla basement required is a much easier way to, summarize it. Houndoom, that's a fire type we hadn't seen yet.
Well, add it to the list of fire types we've seen. Awesome. Guys, to drill pick.
So, how electrifying and conductive are our electrodes today?
I really want Backer to find Dunsparce for me, or which was your Pope?
Flareon.
Dunsparce or Flareon.
Well, we've got an Ekans, which I guess if you use an Ekans as like, now I'm thinking about using Ekans as like electrical wire. It's a weird thought.
That's Pokemon abuse, friend. That's a Fearow. Watching, making sure the Ekans is staying as that electrical wire.
And lastly, we have... Oh, no.
Alright. And the supervisor. Blah, 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 blah.
GG, Bakura. Horse has lost the game.
Don't worry. Backra's also gonna lose. Everyone loses. It's a snowbet ROM.
Well, Lance gave us the red scale, so not going to be
He
getting
just delayed.
anything useful for now.
For now, no. He delayed giving it. You caught the shiny, or you killed it. You took out the shiny, and it's like, I'm just gonna hold on to this scale. Give it to you later.
I mean, it's not like we needed it.
No. He could have kept it.
Horse taking on... Names are escaping me tonight.
Price. His name is Price. For it rhymes with ice.
Yes. Well, we've got an Eevee lead. Is this going to be the Eevee gym?
Stab Egg Bomb does nothing. But it tried. And Donphan.
Did about the most an Eevee could do.
That was a heal range. But Surf was a range, so that's just a one-shot. Jump Bluff dies to Drill Peck.
Okay, Price. Give us a fire move.
Give us just Fire Blaster. And that's the Storm Badge. That is Fly. That is Fly, access to the world. That's,
that's major. Unfortunately, I missed what the TM was. I was hoping for Flamethrower to demonstrate the harshness of winter, though.
That would be quite hilarious. Horse, immediately doing that lost item trade. I agree with this play.
Yeah, and Storm Badge, definitely beneficial. Slightly reduces the downsides of Bakra going to early Kanto. So I think it's pretty neck and neck now.
Yep, Storm Badge for Bakra. However, Bakra does have a few more fly points opened up already, so Horse has a little bit of movement. What's going on, Horse?
It looks like he wants the fly point while he was close.
I suppose. Makes sense.
And looks like he's going to go turn in that lost item right away.
Yep. Bakra doing the same idea. Horse going up and down the stairs, doing a bit of a workout. Gets the basement key. That, you know, that item I told you about that we don't want to see.
Now our runners, would that be a commentary curse? I'm not so sure.
I mean, I explained every option, so I mean, sure. I guess. If any key item was anywhere, then yes, it was the commentary curse.
It is the true key item.
You can't see me right now, but I'm kind of had a little bit of a glare there.
Well, looking at some of the TMs we had, Thundershock, Bone Rush, not particularly useful.
All the good items were early.
Yeah. Horse is... I'm not sure what
Horse is gonna...
doing.
He's gonna be attempting vanilla machine part quest, is what he's doing.
That's a very, very risky play.
It's a risky, bold strategy, but based on his movement, I think Horse thinks he's behind, and I don't hate this play because he has fly. So if he can, because that's why he went for that early Cerulean point. I bet he's gonna do this.
Yeah.
I like this play.
I also like it. If it pays off, it is massive.
It's
but if it doesn't pay off, then Bakra's got a big lead again. So what items could he find here that might pay off immensely? Card Key, Secret Potion could pay off, or Vanilla Machine Parts.
Vanilla Machine Part would be huge because Bakra would not... Majority of players would not choose to do this play. Just because it's suboptimal with having to go to the Machine Part twice. Going to the Powerful Land twice.
Honestly, even if it's Strength, that could still pay off, because then you can do Cyan Wood, get the fly point, and check Chuck's wife, and there's no risk of backtracking, really.
Yeah, he just needs to find Plain Badge.
Get Plain Badge.
Okay, the backer is saving in front of Janine. I like this divergence. It switches things up a bit.
And remember, even if the key item here isn't important, it could be a badge, and that badge could lock machine parts. So if it's like Hive Badge or Plain Badge, it could still be it could still be required to do this for machine parts.
And that is Bakra going down. Having to do a reset there.
Venomoth looks like it was a bit threatening.
The ATV, the Dragon Killer, also the Moltres Killer. With Ancient Power! Instant shot crit. That's a good rod. It's unfortunate the horse power plant play did not pay off, but
well, it didn't pay off yet.
Not yet. He's
until
gonna.
we know Misty's badge, we won't know for sure. Yeah, until we know Misty's badge and the location of machine parts.
true. Horse checking those key items that he didn't check earlier, but he doesn't have to death warp. He's got the SS ticket now.
Being able to
Arguably-
fly away is slightly more convenient instead of having to death warp like Bakra did. Unfortunately, Bakra, because of how much time he's lost on this Venomoth, Horse was able to just get that vanilla machine parts check and basically not lose any time.
Horse getting the fly point for Vermilion. Now he's going to do all of on checks, and all of that early lead that Bakra had. I think this Venomoth became the wall. Okay, it looks like Bakra has to PP stall the ancient power out of Venomoth.
And it got the boost.
It got the boost.
It's times like this where having more than one Pokemon just shows itself how important it is. It got the boost again! Now he'll one-shot without a crit.
Yep, but it ran out of PP, so it's fine. But
still, you've got 2 boosts on that Venomoth. If it like crits Headbutt or something.
Crit Headbutt could be a problem.
Janine isn't using any potions, unfortunately. Well, fortunately.
Fortunately, yeah. All right, so this is the HM7, and for Horse, and
yeah, and I remember
and he grabbed
how
Super Rod.
Sorry.
I think
And
he
remember
grabbed
how I
Super
was
Rod.
just saying how it's nice to have multiple alive Pokemon. Well, it had Whirlwind, so
The one occasion that you don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Going for I don't hate this play either, but it's a lot of inefficiency. But it's a gamble.
Horse is just going full gamble mode.
I mean, it's either this, or he has to force the Moltres through some difficult Kanto fights, and Bakra is showing that this might be the play anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll give the Moltres some extra levels, at least a little bit of experience.
And Janine giving the Earth badge. That is.
Oh, that's not something you want to see.
Now, progression could be 7 badges, which would mean that this is still important. Surge or Sabrina. You said
Yeah,
give
we
me a
could be
moment.
looking at. Yeah.
Must be my old age. My memory's starting to go. My old age of low 20s.
Oh, trust me, I'm feeling that with my mid-20s. Old man Wingding. Okay, so Janine gives conversion 2, which is actually also known as convert that to money.
And Bakra showing us why we should always repel in the harbor of Viridian. Really?
I mean, repel wouldn't have worked. Rhydon's stronger.
You're right. I was gonna make a silly joke, but
Hey, that's experience.
yeah. Who
Quick
knows?
bout.
It might make the difference. The DVs, or
The
EVs.
So, Bakra is showing off the hidden item in that bush. Not many people know about that one. Having a revival herb in it. So that's
That
a
is-
max revive.
That's basically pretty much the item that Bakra needed most right now.
Yep.
Horse making his way down to the pharmacy. If it's not here, then it has to be 7 badges or Misty.
Yep.
But Misty's not in logic because we don't have Flash or Zephyr badge.
Yep. That was breaking logic. Like, it... It's not logic, but it could be... We get blue card. Okay, so that
is
tells us-
really unfortunate for Horse.
That's unfortunate for both of our runners. Because... That's 7 badges. that's going to be required to deal with Radio Tower. Radio Tower, if they do not get on left side of Radio Tower the card key, they might have to do that full basement.
Now, it is important to remember that with 7 badges, the key item in Ice Path is also an option, so that could be card key.
Yeah, with the fact that they both have fly, as long as they remember to do that check, that is highly recommended to do that first. Oh, Ice Punch is a TM you could have just bought.
Yeah, interestingly, Horse gives it a thought, and then decides, no, this is not beneficial for my coverage. And Horse actually bought a Rock Slide TM for his Jump Kick TM, so if maybe he swaps to the Snorlax, he's got some TMs for it. If it's,
Yeah, he's keeping his options open.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that play. Because you never know. If you have a level 50 Machamp that gets a Jump Kick, Rock Slide, he's got X accuracy for it as well as eventually Strength. Like, that is decent coverage. And we have Zephyr Badge off of Surge.
I'm just gonna drop a real Monka real quick because So how do you feel about Flash being on the False Director?
Oh man, that would make my day. Actually, I think that might be, yeah, that could be logical. That would make sense.
Yeah, and then Misty could have, like, Plain Badge or Hive Badge. Actually, yeah, Hive Badge could be in logic.
Baka remembering, hey, there's Ice Cave. Please be card key. Please be card key. Now, Horse did do some extra movement due to doing Vanilla Machine Part and Vanilla Secret Potions. So if one of those items shows up before Bakura does that, that saves
a ton of time.
Yeah, roughly, let's say a minute of movement in each case, give or take. And that's HM5 Flash.
That's Flash.
That puts, that puts Machine Part in logic, which means, yeah, Misty's in logic.
Yeah, if I were Bakura, I would take Flash, I would take Zephyr Badge, and I would just book it straight for Lavender Town. I would be thinking,
yeah,
okay, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. But interestingly, Bakura's taking a risk on Sabrina.
I don't hate this play, especially since you...
It's going to be tricky, over 10 levels lower. But Sabrina is in logic now.
True, you are correct.
Growlithe, okay, this could be free setup fodder.
Knows Reflect, Bakura doesn't care. It knows Ancient Power!
Fortunately, he wasted the turn with a Reflect.
Oh. That's scary.
There have been way too many Ancient Powers in this ROM.
Alright, that's Janine done, and that would be Earth Badge for Horse.
Oh, unfortunately, he got a very low roll in the Porygon too, just cleaned up with Nightshade. That's
luckily
unlucky.
There's a Shuckle backup, and he just got this Revival Herb.
Yeah, but now he's not set up, so if her ace is threatening... Okay, well, it's not threatening, but it is one of the fire types we haven't seen yet.
Well, there we go. Another fire type family. So that's Sabrina down.
And she gives the Soul Badge, which is useless for us. But it's
useless.
It's a gem.
It's a gem. It's progress. Like, it has to be done anyways.
We have seen the Charmander line. We saw a Charizard, so I think the only ones we're missing now are Flareon, the best poke, and the horses, Ninetales and Rapidash, because Ninetales is definitely a horse.
We've seen Ponytail.
Have we? Okay, we're just missing Ninetales.
Yeah, we're missing Ninetales. Oh, and we're missing. Did we see Slugma Macargo?
We have definitely seen plenty of Macargo.
Okay, just double checking. Yeah, no, that's. We just need Ninetales.
Well, based on where Logic is sending Bakra, Horse is catching up because Bakra also taking Flash, going through Rock Tunnel, and is going to be getting the I forget what the item was, but it wasn't important. It was the Good Rod.
It was the Good Rod, the goodest of rods.
Now, I'll be very interested to see if Bakra starts and immediately does Misty after this.
I don't think Bakra got the fly point open yet, unlike Horse. So Horse actually doing an early play that paid off.
Now, we'll see if Horse, after beating Surge, he's only got... I mean, he'll probably check the Ice Path HM, and then we'll see if he goes for Misty or if he goes for False Director.
ERC brings up a good point here that if any of the next gyms are Rising Badge, Elite Four is in progression. It's in Logic.
I am going to walk away. Yeah. Even if it's E4, this is like one of the rarest situations where we are actually E4 is in Logic. We are under leveled for E4. Yeah, early E4 is one of the scariest things in an item rando, and we don't have enough money. We don't have levels. We can't buy enough healing items. This race could...
Yeah, they're praying to find a playing badge at any point.
I think I would do basement key first before early E4.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. It's a key item. It's in Logic, so it could be required.
And if at the very least, it's experience.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. It's like you need the levels, and Bakra's doing the Nugget 7, trying to get that experience, do Misty, praying for Plain Badge, another key item, praying for Cut, high batch off Misty.
Yeah, a lot of things could happen. Moltres learning Flamethrower was not one of those things.
Alright, Horse buying a bunch of full heals.
And it looks like our runners actually have the same idea, and now Bakra is a little bit in the lead again, because he does have the extra gym badge.
True enough. Horse does have a few extra checks in key item-wise.
I don't really think Vanilla Pharmacy is a check that is going to...
I mean, okay, if, here's the thing, when you don't see any progress, it might be the check over if basement is required. I would definitely do Pharmacy over basement.
Oh, I would also definitely do, especially with Fly, I would do Pharmacy any day over basement, and any day over E4 early.
Yep. At least this early. Dunsparce with another godly move of Sacred Fire. Fortunately, it's on a Moltres.
I keep asking the ROM where the Flareon is, but I guess it must be saving it for red.
Yep, he's gonna be starting Flareon with Ancient Power.
Yeah, ancient power. Not even Rock Slide. It's always been Ancient Power. The only rock move that has perfect accuracy in this gen. No, honestly, I think Rollout would be worse.
I can see that.
Yeah, just because, like, you're gonna get 2 hits with Rollout at least, and that's... If you don't kill it then you're 100% getting one shot. Yeah, especially because you can't PP stall Rollout.
You really can't. Yeah, so Bakura just finishing up here. First to finish the Nuggy 7. Getting told off by Misty.
And we're gonna see if yet another gym leader leads Ancient Power.
Saving for Misty.
And Misty leads Fampy. That we haven't seen Fampy yet. It could be fairly benign.
It can be, but incoming Ancient Power.
Well, a Surf is gonna be a quick one-shot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Might be bad if the second Pokemon is hard to set up on, but not going to be the case.
Electing to use Pin Missile. Not the smartest Electabuzz.
Stab Electric could be not quite effective, but could also be scary.
Could be, but that's 2 Pin Missiles in a row. That's I don't think this is going to be a scary Electabuzz. Vampy had Bubble Beam.
I mean, it's super effective. It's something.
Yeah, it's doing decent amount of work here.
And Misty down, and Misty's... Okay. Misty, was required.
And it had High Badge, which opens up Erica.
Erica for a Rising Badge?
Rising Badge, let's go.
E4 machine parts?
No. I'm calling E4 for card key.
At the very least, we're getting more levels if we do have to do early E4. A whole extra gym worth.
Yeah, true enough. Ooh. I could call for a worse commentary curse, and we could have vanilla basement, so card key basement and machine part on the right side for radio tower finish. That is High Badge for Horse, as they're both going to start their Erica.
If that was the case, Winged, then early machine parts, or sorry, yeah, vanilla machine parts would not be required.
Fair.
seeing a few interesting poke, but nothing too scary, nothing that the Moltres can't take on. Snowbear telling us in the chat, apparently it's gonna be an interesting race. So hopefully we see what it is live.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, no spoilers, please.
Just wait, one of these days it's gonna be an Aerodactyl with ancient
Rock slide.
power.
Let's see, Aerodactyl Rock Slide crit flinch.
Ugh, yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, being quad weak to rocks is worse than other quad weaknesses, just because if it's outspeeding you, it also has that flinch chance, and then you could just be stuck in a heal loop, never able to do anything, because you go for an attack, flinch, then you gotta heal again. Aerodactyl with Hidden Power Rock could also be pretty bad, assuming the Hidden Power is useful, but Hidden Power also has a tendency to be like base power -2.
True enough. Yeah, no, I think Aerodactyl as a lead on red would be completely terrifying.
Erica, not particularly threatening.
Not really. Wobbuffet, Vaporeon, like, not against this amazing Moltres we have here.
And Erica is going to give us the Plane Badge.
Okay, that's a check.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, if Plane Badge is machine parts, then it still vindicates the whole early machine parts.
Yeah, no, it's... That's fine.
Either that or the game will lead us on a wild goose chase.
I'm calling Item Finder. Let's go. Come on, please.
The game...
Silverwing. No.
The game just led us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, no, they've got Whirlpool. They just need to get Glacier Batch, and they can get the Lugia.
Okay, well, at this point, the only option is Basement and, False Director.
I mean, Bakura still has the opportunity to check Pharmacy. So I feel like if
Okay,
False Director is nothing, I know.
Okay, yeah, we Bakura doesn't know, but we know. And Horsa also checking Ice Path, going to be
Which is going to be
disappointed.
flat. Yeah.
I mean, we could have Strength on the left side, which would make that Plane Badge required. And then Rising Badge on Chuck. Or Strength in Basement, Rising Badge on Chuck. So you gotta do both sides to get the keys to get the Rising Badge, and the Rising Badge is going to have, like, the machine parts, and then card key, on the old guy in Pewter.
Okay, this is... no matter what scenario we make it out to be, it sounds awful. And I love it. It started so strong, with Cut, Surf, and Fly being Goldenrod and previous.
Yeah, machine part with strength on E4 is bad, but it's not as bad because machine parts opens up several more Kanto gyms, so you can get a few more levels. having to do a waterfall path through to the E4 is just so much extra time.
Hey, there's a Celebi. Another legendary to add to the list of legendaries.
What legendaries haven't we seen at this point? Mew and Mewtwo.
Mew, Mewtwo, Zapdos. And Raikou.
Okay, so we know what Red's team's gonna be. Mew, Mewtwo, Zapdos, Flareon. Aerodactyl.
And Dunsparce to finish it off.
Ah, yes, the team of champions, and they all have Ancient Power and Rock Slide.
No. Actually, some of them, Mewtwo at least has Rollout.
It's runnable.
It's so runnable. Alright, so that's, catching up on badge progress for Horse.
Horse getting lost in Sabrina's gym.
Little loss. Small detours. Almost there. There he goes. Alright, Horse.
Now, if Horse really wants to gamble, he'll do basement. I mean, I don't think that you ever gamble basement first.
Not when you're right there at Radio Tower.
Yeah, I mean, Radio Tower, it's like 10 minutes if basement isn't required, but it's like 30 seconds if you do right side and without card key.
Yeah, like, it could be... You could find card key here that leads to, the machine part on the right side. Machine part to strength. Like, he's got so many options here that...
At this point, the only option for Rising Badge is strength into Rising Badge. Actually, no, Secret Potion.
There's a lot of things that could be logic here, so...
It could be Rising Badge also. But yeah, the odds are not looking good for the true memes.
Backer showing off his fancy footwork as they are doing the Radio Tower grind, and you're just going to see a lot of pretty cut and dry fights here. We got a level 40 some Moltres versus, well, on Horse's screen, a Caterpie.
I mean, Caterpie's pretty threatening. What if it has Mega Horn?
I know, right? This is why you just go all in, Drill Peck it.
False Director proving fairly benign. I mean, 10 levels lower, it's not really ever going to be a problem.
Yeah, I don't imagine there's going to be any problems here. It's going to be a lot of fights, and maybe PP management may be an issue, but beyond that, I don't see... Not a whole lot to talk about today, so on that note, how are you doing today, Kevin?
I'm doing pretty good. And the False Director... I'm gonna let you read that one aloud.
Well, the False Director suggests that we should go do some gambling. But, unfortunately, we're in a race right now. That's a coin case, and this is where Backer is going to go, and I imagine he's going to check the pharmacy item. Because you never want to do vanilla basement.
Yeah. Without a doubt, he checks pharmacy. And this is where Horse could definitely catch back up. Meanwhile, Horse, basement is the only other thing he could do, so...
So that means basement is required.
So, basement strength into Rising Badge on Chuck.
Yeah, pretty much. We got, yeah, that's looking like that's the play. Basement strength.
So,
basement secret potion, basement something.
Yeah. or strength into secret potion on Chuck's wife. So despite Horse making both of these gambles, early Machine Part Vanilla, early Lighthouse, and neither of them seeming to pay off so far, he's not gotten punished for it in the slightest. And that's really fortunate for him.
In fact, I'd almost make the argument that because it was actually a smoother movement, I think that although they're optional things, he got actually unpunished. Like, backers getting punished for doing suboptimal movement.
Perhaps. I mean, he did save a bit of time being able to use Flash and take a bit less time in Rock Tunnel.
A little bit. But you gotta think of all those frames. Opening the pack, teaching Flash, opening the Pokemon, using Flash. I mean, arguable.
I mean, he gets a double use for Mount Silver.
True enough.
And it looks like your racers are going to be basically neck and neck. Horse will have maybe 30 seconds lead.
I mean, okay, so we got, a coin case for Horse. So as soon as I'd say as soon as Horse leaves the tower, we can count from there.
And we should count as soon as he enters the underground.
True.
Horse taking a little bit of time to talk to Jigglypuff.
I mean, Jiggly.
Okay, it was 1:32:28 when Horse entered the underground.
So we're looking at, yeah, you're right, about 30 seconds, not even.
15 seconds apart.
Alright, it is...
Not taking into account stream delay, which Horse does not actually have a timer on his overlay, so we are unable to manually sync if they are off-synced.
I've got both their streams up, and
I think they both started at the exact same time, though, so it's effectively a dead draw.
pretty much.
This is definitely the closest I've seen a race since the start.
Over 90 minutes into this race, and they're within seconds of each other. Yeah, no, it's... We're looking at one miss, one crit could change this match. Like, that's how close it is.
Yeah, this is a nail biter. And if we do have early E4, that's throw all your cards into a hat. That's a Mewtwo.
Well, I guess we don't... What?
That's a Mewtwo!
With Thunderbolt! That paralyzes.
Unfortunately, there's that lead change.
Yeah, no, that paralyze mattered. You could say commentary's curse, I don't care.
You better hope that Mewtwo doesn't return. And there's the Blissey Wall!
Oh, and this is gonna be the... This is where Drill Peck is gonna come in clutch, because that's... And it knows Supersonic.
Fortunately, you're so much higher level that you are actually able to kill it.
It has rest? Hold the phone.
I am never going to open my mouth again.
Okay, that's an X special for Backer. He's like, no more of this. So this is where...
I think right now Bakra is having flashbacks to a certain a certain weekly rando race in which I was a participant in.
Yeah, possibly. You got...
It was after that key item, it was after that race that I vowed to always keep a physical move on my Pokemon. Always.
Yeah, no, I've learned my lesson too, recently. Yeah, but, oh wow, Backer gets through that, but not with... Oh, the Rocket switched up from Nidoqueen to Pichu for whatever reason. Yeah, Backer lost his temporary lead.
So our weeklies, answering a question, our weeklies going to be coming back post-tournament? Quite possibly. I'm not in charge of that sort of thing, but it's not an impossibility.
Yeah, we're nearing the end of this tournament. We've got, this is the third or fourth final match, depending if we can get a loser's bracket comeback against Snorms. If Snorms has basically an extra life in this tournament. If he wins once, he wins. If he loses and wins again, he still wins.
Snorms hasn't lost to Athena, or beaten Athena, have they?
Yes, that happened earlier.
Oh, I don't think the bracket was updated when I checked.
Yep, Snorms is waiting in the finals right now.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, and, so Athena's waiting up for the winner of this match. Alright, so back to our conversation. How's your day going, seeing as we have a lot of waiting around to do here?
Well, it was going pretty good, and then a little birdie asked me to restream a race in like 45-50 minutes.
Yep, I hear ya. Same here. I was actually gonna go out for supper, and it's like, I mean, I guess I'll commentate. Backwards got blue card, right? That was the... Yeah, that was Pharmacy.
They've got all the exact same badges and key items.
Yeah, they're... Athena with the Trash Chalk. Whoever wins here will lose to him next. Okay. I appreciate that.
If Backer wins, it'll be a very interesting rematch between Athena and Backer.
Yep. Backer's redemption. But if Athena wins, then his next match, he can have his redemption match. Like
against Snorms, yeah. And then if Snorms if Athena wins that, then it's another rematch.
That's 2 out of 3.
So, Horse has 3 more trainers, Bagra has 4.
Yep, it's... That Blissey wall was... At the end of the day, it just gave Horse 1 fight advantage, which...
Yeah, but I mean, Blissey could come back.
Alright, so replace Mewtwo on red with Blissey.
Yeah, it really just is always risky to never have a physical move for coverage. Because like most physical walls, you can still power through. Like, okay, Fortress and Cloister especially, since you can't really surf it. I mean, well, rather you can, since most mains have surf. But Blissey, it's just in a league of its own. Honestly, I would like teach that rock slide. Actually, I think it's Horse.
He sold everything.
Yeah, Horse.
Bakra has committed to special. He's waiting for strength.
Yeah, I would teach strength at this point over Ice Punch.
Yeah, as soon as he finds it, That's my recommendation for Bakura, if you could hear me. But again, this ROM, there's a lot of traps because it's like there was 7 or 8 potential good moves that both of our runners could have had.
Yeah, like this moveset could be completely different.
Yeah, they had multiple options and multiple temptations. Because I know I would have been tempted to do a similar thing. Alright, horse grabbing TM40. And that's machine parts.
Much to my dismay, it is machine parts.
Alright, but that means horse will have a use for his master ball.
Technically, that means that it was never required to do machine parts without
What do you mean?
Or like
machine
parts
gave, but that gave access to Misty, who gave Hive, did she not? Which
yeah,
gave
but
access
we could have done basement to get machine parts and then done that without having to take 2 trips.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I don't imagine there's any scenario you do that. You're right. But no runner, unless they're madmen.
And interestingly, we've got a slight divergence. Horse opting to take the cut path. I actually have no idea which is faster. I would actually think that the way back row is going is faster because of you don't have the required trainer.
Yeah, no, back row is 100%. Back row's thing is much faster. Like,
yeah, but it's only because he's already fought the trainer.
Yeah.
And just like that, back row takes the lead again due to a misplay from Horse.
I mean, Horse gets 1,500 experience off Venusaur.
And those Poké Dollars, they're gonna come in handy buying another Hyper Potion for the E4.
Yeah, I guess Backward does have Machine Part. I'll mark that. TM07, which is High Jump Kick. There you go, there's your physical move.
Yeah, I would teach High Jump Kick any day over Ice Punch in this position.
Especially after being walled by Blissey. Have you learned your lesson, Bakura?
Just don't miss. But yeah,
oh my.
I guess checking what the level 50 is first is the better play.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like, we're seconds difference, like... Bakura going to check lost item, and that is the Old Rod. So that's a bingo. Top row. Good not to skip that, but was not necessary. Horse.
Horse also going to be completing the all fishing rods bingo goal.
Congratulations, Horse. That is your first bingo. Horse sticking around, grabbing a rare candy.
Not going to be evolving the Bulbasaur, unfortunately. He wouldn't even evolve it if it was an Ivysaur.
I mean, give it an experience share, and then boom, Venusaur.
And the old man in pewter gives us a secret potion to everyone.
Alright. So that's Jasmine open.
So let's think. At this point, E4, yeah, E4 is required. It's the only key item check that they can do right now.
E4 for either strength or card key. And then from there they will do strength unlocks. Strength unlocks the Chuck's wife, and card key unlocks the other one. So it's 100% wrong.
Yeah, it's 100% behind the E4.
Yep, E4 leads to progression. Next one leads to progression, and then, I mean, for the meme, I know Bakura is a bit of a memer, so I imagine he's gonna just, hypothetically, if his Chuck's wife is last, he's probably gonna grab it. be slightly disappointed if he doesn't.
Only slightly, though. Still, though, this is a lot better of a situation to fight the E4. We're gonna be, like, about 10 levels higher.
Horse grabbed a secret potion, right? I was looking at Bakura's screen there.
I don't think he grabbed... I don't know if he grabbed it yet.
I'll hold off on that. Like 2 screens at once.
It's effectively, yeah, still a dead tie, though. E4 could definitely, switch things up a bit. And hey, look, it's the Rising badge. Now we can go fight the E4, right?
Yep. E4 is in logic. Rising badge for horse. All it will take is one optional to change this lead. Okay,
I mean, we already saw that with horse.
Yep.
I'm going to say that horse probably picked up the secret potion.
I imagine so, and if not, we will find this. We'll remember this moment. The moment of regret. Horse giving chase to Bakura.
Bakura running away as fast as I was gonna say legs, but we're in the water, so...
Flippers. As fast as his flippers will take him.
Yes.
Bakura taking the slightly more optimal surfing path. Saving seconds.
I mean, what if Blaine's level 50 is that Aerodactyl we hear about?
We've got Aerodactyl to look out for. Bakura hasn't taught a physical move, so I am worried about another Blissey's popping up. Yeah, 0.3 seconds faster, as Athena pointed out.
Huh.
That's frames matter. And in a race this close, it might.
Yeah, I think it's prudent to mention we do have a 3-second draw rule. So if our runners finish within 3 seconds of each other, it is declared a draw, and we will have a rematch. And it seems every time I see Bakura do a race, it just gets closer and closer. Blaine being fairly benign.
Mineral badge for Bakura.
But Horse getting slightly unlucky, getting paralyzed on the Eevee and poisoned on the Moltres. Those frames.
Yeah, those frames, they're all gone. They're lost. That's mineral badge. Yeah. And Bakura... Oh! Bakura hits an optional! That's a big oops. As Horse is... Oh, he's hot on the tail. On the same floor of Lighthouse. But that's a 2 Pokemon trainer.
Just like that, Horse is caught up.
Horse has taken the lead.
And with how linear the rest of the seed is, our runners are going to be synced up for the entire rest of the game. Looks like Bakura's just getting confused because this is his second time climbing the lighthouse.
Alright. That is a heal for Jasmine. As Horse finishes healing, and Bakura starts healing, like it's... We're seconds. Like it's...
But Horse is out of escape ropes!
Oh no!
And
The fall of shame.
Bakra takes the lead again.
Oh no.
I've never been this invested in a race before.
It's never been this close before. Not this close. Like, we're looking at 8 seconds, like 5 seconds back and forth. Drill Peck one-shotting the Primeape. That's, crit might have mattered on Moltres, but probably not. Bakura gets the Volcano badge. 3 badges remaining.
That good old Razorwind TM gonna come in handy. Bakra flying to Goldenrod to get set up for the E4. Horse just going for it.
So, arguably, this might make Bakura's time safer and maybe more efficient.
Unless Horse gets an encounter.
Silly Horse, you have repels for this. It's a fortress.
Fortresses aren't real.
Okay, yeah, Horse is like, nope, max repel. Alright, so Horse... I mean, Horse did some earlier shopping, if I recall, so he should have some setup.
Yeah.
And even if he doesn't, it's a strong... Moltres is a strong enough poke.
Yeah, unless Lance has, like, all of the ancient power Pokemon. What? Venomoth, Growlithe... forget what the third one was. Scizor.
Scizor, yeah. I mean, at that... in difference of levels, they might have forgotten it at this point.
Yeah, maybe not Scizor.
Maybe not. Because that is a trade poke, you're right. Oh gosh, that means Scizor has a... Oh no. If we see a red Scizor... or red with Scizor...
Okay, there have been a disproportionately large amount of Magby.
Moltres trying to learn Blizzard. Another amazing special move. It's inconsistent, so like it's not used in a setting like this, but it is a strong move.
Arguably, less useful than Ice Punch, and we've already talked about how much Ice Punch is doing for Bakra's moveset.
Alright, Horse is the first out of there. Doing the heal. He's gonna do his shopping. Like 11 full restores, some revives, more full restores.
And we see Delibird on Will. Took me a moment to remember his name.
I mean, everyone has really cool names or really unique names. Faulkner, Bugsy, and then you have, I'm Will. Like, it's like the most basic of names. Arr.
There's probably a story behind that.
Probably.
Will was not a problem. Moving on to Koga.
gone to the e4 by sheer willpower.
Oh no. Well, we've got one ice bird into another ice bird.
Everything dies to Thunderbolt.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, it could have been bad. Oh wait, oh no! I see what's on the screen now. So you know that thing that I recommend you do, Bakura? That I know you can't hear me, Bakura, but you should teach a physical move to Moltres. Because you never know.
Yeah, there was once this weekly rando race. The well had a Blissey with rest.
Yeah. Trust me, I know how.
Bakura has not saved in probably a very, very long time. Fortunately, setting up was able to two-shot it,
but he lost a significant amount of time.
Yeah, like Ice Punch is doing nothing.
Ice Punch has served him terribly. Like, I imagine he's waiting until Strength to replace it, but he has High Jump Kick. I want to point that out. He has High Jump Kick in his backpack.
Yeah, unless he wants to, like, save Ice Punch for PP, because on E4 it's kind of a gauntlet.
I could see that, but he lost so much time.
Yeah, he's down a full E4 member now. And speaking of E4, I should point out Bruno did have Vulpix, so only fire type we haven't seen is a Flareon now.
Let's go Flareon starter on red.
I'll settle for Blue's Ace.
Yeah, Blue's Ace. Okay, let's go. I'm down for that. Alright, so I think for the interview, we're definitely going to bring up the decision in Ilex Forest. When you decide to go full special.
Yeah, I'll be reminding Bakura of a few things. But at any rate, still a pretty good Moltres.
It's an amazing Moltres.
Yeah, and then Drill Peck has been putting in a surprising amount of work. I mean, people underestimate how bug types, like, you think, oh, they're the weakest type. Bug types can be annoying, and being able to definitely one-shot them instead of doing, like, 90% can be nice sometimes. Flying is pretty good.
Also, I'm
or
sorry.
rocks. Rocks would also be good for that purpose.
I'm sorry,
At
chat.
any rate,
Horse has always
needs
had
a
bulk in
shrew.
a bed. A Sandshrew. Okay. Quick Serve gets rid of that. Arbok dies to Psychic.
Oh no!
No way. No way. Okay.
And it was the ace too. That could have been
Okay,
terrifying.
It's only Stump. We're fine. That would be a true commentator's curse if that happened.
Oh, that would have been horrifying.
I would have laughed a little bit, but I would have felt so bad.
Hey, it's Zapdos!
There we go. We just need Mew now.
Also Raikou.
Oh, and Raikou, yeah. Oh, that's what Red's definitely gonna have. Alright. Horse
is
finishes
done
Lance.
with the E4. As Bakura starts Lance, hopefully, Surf takes down the Shrew. Arbok will go down to Psychic. Quick reset from Horse. And now the Aerodactyl. Oh, Backer going for the Ice Punch, getting flinched.
The flinch lock Aerodactyl.
Might have one-shot if he'd done with Surf or Thunderbolt.
And that's another flinch. Oh gosh, what was that item?
It was the card key.
The card key. Alright, now we can finish the tower.
This means that Chuck's wife is in fact going to be holding...
item finder.
Yes, the item
Because this
finder.
has to be strength.
I was trying to look at the tracker, but the icons are so small in the OBS, I'm like, I can't quite tell what that smudge is.
I mean, the item finder looks a little bit weird on the tracker. Compared to, like, the dowsing rods it's otherwise depicted as.
Well, Backers also made it through Lance, and Horse cleaning up the right side of the radio tower.
So at this point we have, what? We have Blue, Claire, and Chuck. And we have the right of Rockets. Right of Radio Tower.
Red.
And Red. So we're roughly at, what, 12 fights left, give or take?
Maybe a bit more.
Well, 4 in Chuck.
There's quite a bit in Chuck and Claire.
Wait, 5 in Chuck, 5 in Claire. 1 in Blue, 1 Red. And then, I guess, and Rockets. So we got a dozen or so fights.
Yeah. Honestly, this race might have just come down to Bakra keeping Ice Punch and being Blissey Walled.
Yep.
That could very well have been the deciding factor.
I think Blisseys are banned in... Talk about Blisseys gonna be banned in backers chat.
I mean, I really think he should know better with how much he reminds me about my one Blissey Wall.
Yeah. Wait, he reminds you of that too? Oh, that's gonna...
Yeah.
That's gonna feel good. Bringing that up later. Alright, Horse is just finishing up, it's on the last rocket here. Alright, Kevin, if you don't mind commenting on your own for a second, I just have to... I'll be right back.
Not a problem. That Horse picks up strength. And we have go mode! Back right, not far behind. Still putting use to that Ice Punch. And Horse going to be going to Chuck first. I think most of us would choose Chuck first in this position, just because it's easier to get to. Just fly right there. The longer you postpone Ice Path, doesn't really accomplish anything, but Ice Path is annoying. At any rate, quick work of these fights, and Bakra should be at the end of... Okay, one more poke. But the real question is, which of these runners, if any, will pick up Chuck's wife's item finder? I had to guess, I don't think horse will.
I doubt horse. I'm back, by the way. I doubt horse will. Bakra might. I would like to point out that regardless of who wins this, they both are making very respectable times.
Yeah, this is it's been a very iffy race, and they are doing very, very well for themselves. And, well, if we didn't see Rapidash before, we do now.
Well, there we go. That is... No, we're still waiting on which fire type? Flareon, yeah.
The best one. What a shame. Machamp on Chuck?
Alright. That dies very fast to Drill Peck. And I mean, it'll die to pretty much anything. Fighting type in the fighting gym.
And that's Cascade Badge.
Giving that boost to Surf. TMO1 Aeroblast!
Ho hum.
Huh.
I think Bakra should teach that. If he's
That's
gonna teach any TM, it's gotta be that one.
Stab Aeroblast for Red. Please, Bakra. Red's third Pokemon is gonna be a Blissey. He's gonna know Toxic. Supersonic.
Yeah, like that's pretty much the best case scenario. Cause like, you're mostly special, you're gonna be setting up with X specials, so it really doesn't matter that it's 5 PP. Because you're gonna be using special moves almost everywhere, except where Aeroblast, a physical move, would be better. At any rate, Horse did not, in fact, pick up the item finder. I expected this.
Unfortunate. We'll see if Bakura is a man of the people. Okay, Horse, although he didn't get Item Finder, I do appreciate that was a swag boulder if I've ever seen one. Really efficient with those with that boulder movement. Cascade Badge for Bakra.
He sees the Aeroblast. And he is not picking up the item finder.
Disappointment was had by all.
I guess he realizes this race is very close. But interestingly, he also did not teach Aeroblast in that menu.
I mean... Okay, well, Horse is ahead, so we'll see if it's gonna punish him or not. I have my doubts, though.
I mean, they say sooner rather than later. It's already later, but it could be even later.
I mean, he at least has it in his bag.
If he has to, but...
If he has to, yeah, for sure. And it's like, if it's Red's ace, or if it's Claire's first, or something. Like,
but I mean, by that point, you're already losing so much time from resetting that.
Yeah. It's better late than never.
But at this point, with flying, stab, flying, Ice Punch... Like, Ice Punch is just weaker anyway. Super effective Ice Punch is the exact same base power as stab Like, it's weaker than Stab's super effective Aeroblast. And Ice Punch has no extra coverage. Ice Punch only hits dragons.
Yeah, Dragonite is the only thing that's... He's got an advantage there for him.
And, I mean, you might as well just Psychic or Thunderbolt it. It's like...
Maybe we'll eat our words. Maybe the starter is a Dragonite with Ancient Power.
I mean... Maybe?
And he'll have, oh my gosh, a Chansey. I mean, it's only a Chansey, and it's 36.
And it's level 36, but I still doubt he'll one-shot it.
That's going to be a range, yeah, I predict.
I think it'll be a solid 2-shot.
Solid 2-shot, or a range for a 1-shot. We'll find out soon enough. I'm not worried about the stats of ERC, I'm worried about the level difference. Horse, on his third final fight, he's a Paris.
There was a Paris.
There was a Paris. That Paris is gone. Eaten. Got a Shaku.
I believe this is the trainer that had the Chansey. We'll see how Moltres fares.
Yep. It's got amazing stats, but it is lower level, so it's tough to say. I don't have that good of quick math.
That was a crit, so that would have been a 3-shot without the crit. And Horse picks up the Boulder Badge!
The Boulder Badge. The Boulder. DM24 is submission, if I saw that right?
Use it against the Blissey, you'll be fine, I promise.
I've done that once. You're not fine. Don't do it. Professor Elm congratulating you. It's like, hey, you did it. Good job.
And Horse is off to fight Blue. But I mean, Blue is always a scary fight.
Very true. So we're at the Great Equalizers. Blue and red.
Hey, it's your boy!
It's my boy. Yes, please have rollout, friend. Kinesis, not bad.
But does Horse have an X accuracy?
He does.
He does. Horse was thinking ahead. But will the Dunsparce? The answer is no.
Dunsparce, do something! You were so good. Dang it. Well, at least he had an appearance. I can appreciate that.
Backer gets the Boulder Badge.
The Boulder.
Come on, Blue, don't disappoint.
Don't worry. Red's gonna have your Flareon.
We can hope.
It'll have Rock Throw. Not quite as good as Rock Slide or Ancient Power, but it will just throw rocks.
Well, Blue was surprisingly not threatening.
A very tame Blue. So that means Horse has...
Hey,
now
Horse can get the level 60.
Hey, he's got a Master Ball for that.
Main switch, it's higher level. And Bakra teaches Aeroblast. Clap for the fans.
Also,
don't,
seeing as Backer's about to... Here you go, seeing as Backer's about to face it. Dunsparce hype.
It occurs to me it's kind of hard to clap while holding push to talk.
Here. Collapse.
Thank you. So at least Bakra will not be getting Blissey Walled anymore, but I can't help but feel that it's too little too late. You know what I mean?
Tough to say. I mean,
I suppose, like, 1 or 2 solid wipes on red and Bakra's back into this.
yeah, exactly. Like, we're looking at,
Probably 2 decent wipes.
we're looking at crits. We're looking at, likely Rock Slide crits or something along those lines. Teaching Flash.
I don't blame him. Nobody wants to do dark movement if you don't have to.
Yes, nobody at all. Definitely not yet. Alright. Make your guesses now. Who is going to be Red's lead?
Did Bakra teach Aeroblast over Thunderbolt?
What? Oh no! Oh, I sound... Oh, okay, that's unfortunate.
I don't think that... I think that was an intentional. I think just... Okay, it was over Psychic, but Ice Punch is literally useless. Okay,
Oh,
well, this is going to be a free setup.
I mean, Fury Cutter, it could stack up to, like, 8 times.
It did 3 damage that time.
As long as it doesn't miss. 7 damage!
This is just about the most least threatening lead on red I think I've ever seen.
Hang on, don't worry, it's gonna crit here. 14 damage!
Wow, you're psychic.
Hey, there's the crit. Nice. I'm a little bit behind. Crit could matter, just keep critting while the fet. Alright. Horse is set up. Bakra has a little bit of movement to go.
Don't worry, my Flareon will be holding a quick claw.
That's artillery, and would have been... Goes down to a Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, Bakra doesn't have that anymore. Thunderbolt takes out Tentacool.
Thunderbolt taking out Furret. 2
Anything's
Pokemon
gonna
left.
take out Furret.
Marowak.
Hey, that dies to Ice Punch.
It also dies to Surf.
Bakra not saving in front of Red. Throwing caution to the wind.
I think he knows it's too close or something, but unfortunately, it's not going to matter. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Horse finishes with an official racetime.gg time of... That sounds weird. 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 26 seconds. Horse will officially move on and face Athena in the losers round finals. And honestly, based on how close it is, I think it really is the fact that what decided the race was him keeping Ice Punch.
Honestly, yeah, no, that was the downfall. It was an even match. They are both amazing runners. It was almost a mirror match. The only difference being Drill Peck. That sketch Drill Peck in Violet City at the 10-minute mark changed the course of this race.
And I mean, even if it wasn't Drill Peck, just a physical move in general. Like high jump kick, or just normal jump kick, or just even keeping Rock Slide would have changed everything. We'll see if we can get Horse in for an interview.
All right,
Bakra
Sakura.
using Ice Punch on the Poliwrath in frustration? Question mark.
Not quite sure. Did he run out of PP for Thunder?
Thunderbolt? Maybe.
All
And
right.
with that, Bakra finishes with a time of 2 hours, 20 minutes, 31 seconds. That is pretty much exactly 2 minutes between them, and that's a minute per Blissey.
A minute per Blissey. GG all around. Oh, I can probably end this timer.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like either of them are willing to answer are able to ask give us an interview. So we're gonna ask a few quick questions while we do that. Wingage, you want to talk about upcoming matches, perhaps, and give us a bit
Sure.
of a recap while we ask some questions?
You bet. All right. So with that match, with Bakra is now officially in got a fourth place finish in this tournament, and he can call himself an Elite Four here. We have Horse, which next match will be facing off against Athena. The loser of that will be third. They will be fighting to stay in this tournament. The winner will face off against Snorms in the final match. And if Snorms wins, he gets a second chance, a redemption, if you will. So Snorms says whoever wins the next match has to win twice in a row against Snorms. And that's all the matches left in this tournament. 2, maybe 3, if Snorms loses. But we're in our top 3. We're at the final 3 here. We've got Snorms, Athena, and horse123abc.
Okay, I have posed the questions to our runners in the chat. So we're gonna take a few minutes and see what they say. We'll read them aloud to you, and then we will call it a race. Horse is, Bakra is, I'll paraphrase this one, but he is very, very upset that as soon as he saw Drill Peck on Voltorb, he knew that if Horse had sketched it, it was over. So he was definitely not too pleased about that.
Yeah, unfortunate for Bakra. Like, Ice Punch is not a bad thing to sketch, especially that early on, without surf or anything. Like, it's not a bad play, but finding Drill Peck that early on, that was just incredibly lucky.
Yeah, so it will be a bit of a break before our next tournament matches due to scheduling conflicts. Okay, and Horse is answering in our stream chat. Moltres was good, not many rocks. Yeah, Horse actually did not see as many rocks as Bakra did, I believe.
Yeah,
Karki was terrible. So yeah, the routing was unfortunately initially not so good. Yeah. The
yeah.
Drill Peck sketch was really good, and Horse is really appreciative of that. Horse only saw Ancient Power on Venomoth and Scizor, and yeah.
And that Venomoth wiped him multiple times, and that was
Horse was a bit higher leveled when he did those trainers.
Plus, he had Drill Peck at that moment, so I think Drill Peck won him that fight against Venomoth real easy. I think that's the. I think Drill Peck and that Venomoth was the great equalizer, and not having a physical move. Oh, Horse used Psychic. Never mind.
Well, looks like most of our questions have been answered. Weren't able to get as much of an insight, but with that, I think we're going to end this and yeah, end this now. So, thanks to everyone for watching, and of course to our hosts Randomania for hosting. And thank you so much for Winkage for jumping in last minute, helping me with this very impromptu race, and it was an incredible race. It was it was last minute, but it was an extremely good race to watch. So close, and it kept us on our toes because the lead kept going back and forth.
It was
And
exciting. There was
yeah,
a moment. There's a few moments that's like backers in the lead and no horses in the lead, no backers in the lead. This was one of my favorite races of this tournament.
yeah, it was a really great race. But yeah, feel free to follow both our runners, Backer and Horse, for giving us such an amazing race, and myself too. And with that, I think we're gonna sign off. I've been Cavan856, and I'll catch you next time.
And I've been Wingage. Have a good one.